Error today and Mason at the Mason Courthouse. It's Mason Roundup Weekend, and we're very happy to be here today on behalf of KNEL Radio and getting ready for the parade to start in a few more minutes. So we're going to visit with a couple of vendors around here. As a matter of fact, our first vendor here. Tell me, your name is?
My name's Sandy Doss, and I live in Junction, Texas.
Sandy, what do you have? What are you doing here today?
I am a home-based baker, and I participate in a lot of the local area farmers markets. I specialize in sourdough breads and pastries. I also have a tea company with hand-blended teas. I love small town Texas, and it's just been a great way to often introduce some kids around here to their first homemade loaf of bread.
So Sandy, when did you get the baking and cooking nod? When did you decide to start doing that?
Well, living in a small town, you have to get creative when you have kids if
Sure.
you want them to experience new flavors and things like that. So I've always had a passion for cooking and baking. I'm a mom to 5 children from 13 to 26, so it's been my entire life. Right after COVID and lockdown, Junction started a farmer's market, and I'd been a stay-at-home mom the entire time. I decided to give the farmer's market a go.
Yeah.
And the community just really came out and supported me. And I've been showing up for 5 years now. And I'm on the farmers market board for Junction.
Awesome.
And I sell out pretty much almost every single weekend. It's been an extremely positive experience. Texas is so wonderful for small business.
It is. Sandy, so you have a lot of different things. So what is your most popular item that you have?
For sure, sourdough bread.
Sourdough bread.
I don't have a big enough oven.
Is there a secret to your sourdough bread, or you're going to tell us?
Love. I do pray over my food.
That's awesome.
I really, really do. I think that it's an honor to prepare food for people. And then on Sunday, when I wake up, I'm like, I can't even believe how many people right now are sitting around their tables breaking my bread.
Oh,
I'm a
that's
part of
great.
so many wonderful family gatherings and celebrations. It's really, really cool.
Got to ask you about the tea.
Yes,
tea
sir.
is an interesting thing. Yes. Tell me about your tea.
So for Teacher Appreciation, about 4 years ago, they asked me to give something in the baskets for the teachers. And so I just blended a bunch of tea. I got such an insane response. They were like, hey, you need to sell this. We need to start you need to have this every single weekend. And so I just have really clever Texas names. My kids have helped me name everything. Like this black tea is called Chai Me Alano River.
That's great.
We've got Hit the Hay. We've got Rio Grande Nights. I try and source organic teas. I grow a lot of my own peppermint, and I grow as much as I possibly can.
Nice.
And then I have a lot of fun just blending it. I recently just started doing these little cocktail kits. It doesn't have booze in it, but
Sure.
it's just kind of a natural next step to put in organic ingredients in here, and then you can infuse your own, like infused whiskey or infused tequila or infused vodka. So that's, I just kind of keep adding on every single year, it seems.
It's truly a passion for you, I can tell.
I love it. And I think that when I wake up and I'm excited to go every single day, it just means I truly love my work.
That's awesome. Well, Sandy, congratulations on your business. Thanks for being here in Mason.
Thanks.
And be sure and visit the folks at the Junction.
Every Saturday from 9 to noon at the City Park.
You're missing it this morning.
I am. We're representing the hill country up
There
here.
you go. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, Sandy. Appreciate
great
it
day.
very much. You too. That's just one of the vendors. And as a matter of fact, we're going to go over here next door and visit with another one of the vendors here today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Tell the folks your name. And
My name is Colton Haygood with Haygood Metalworks.
so, Colton, how long have you been working with metal?
Probably for about 5 years now.
Mm-hmm. And you've got some really neat creations here
Yeah.
today. So tell me a little bit about some of the creations that you put together here.
So these are my little sculptures here. I've been making these for, like I said, about 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing this in my off time as sort of a little hobby, and I started selling them online. And I've been doing a couple of these in-person sales just to communicate with people, show off my stuff, and just, get to know people.
So where do you get the creativity to come up with the different designs?
I honestly can't tell you where I get the creativity. Some of these designs just come to me.
Uh-huh.
I sometimes I'll see inspiration online. Sometimes it's just I'll see it, going to different places or something, or sometimes I'll just be out and about, and all of a sudden an idea will pop into my head, and I'll be like, I need to just make that.
I got to say, I love the cowboys with the ropes. Now that's pretty
Yeah.
pretty cool, doing the chains like that and the ropes. I'm sure it takes time to do something like this.
It does. It really does. It takes time and just patience and practice. It's definitely not an easy process to do. It's a lot of meticulous work. just honing your craft and just trying new things.
Okay, of course, it's easy to tell the horseshoes,
Yes.
but what are some of the other pieces of metal that you have here that you have repurposed?
So there's a bunch of rebar, a bunch of chain, a bunch of just scrap metal. I like to frequent things like estate sales and stuff because estate sales always have, for some reason, a bunch of scrap metal and some neat pieces. Like
Yeah.
you'll have like gears and stuff at these places, and you can get like wrenches too. Wrenches always look cool.
Oh, yeah, they really do.
And you
Yes.
can find old tools that you can repurpose for this. But it's just finding stuff, finding some scrap metal. I get a lot of my horseshoes from our farrier. When he comes out, he'll always drop off some used horseshoes that he just has laying around.
Well, it's kind of neat because they're pieces of art if you look at it
Yes.
that way, and that's
I do look at it that way. It is art.
yeah, it is art, and it's kind of neat to see something very unique and something that I'm sure each piece is one of a kind.
Oh, yes. I never duplicate a piece.
Yeah.
So these are all one of a kind pieces. I never make copies. I never try to make copies. I'll do some that are similar, but there's always going to be a difference in them.
And tell me something about your background.
So I am a firefighter with Cedar Park Fire Department. I actually started doing this on my days off as a mental reset. So being a firefighter, you run traumatic calls and stuff, and sometimes you just need to get out and do your hobby to get a mental reset to get you in a good mind space.
Sure.
And that's what this kind of started out as. Is I was doing this as a hobby to get me into a good mind space, mental health awareness, and just doing this, and it just turned into this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you still live in Cedar Park?
No, I'm actually based out in Manor,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but I do still work for Cedar Park Fire Department.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your service, and
Thank
thank you
you.
for your creations, and glad to have you with us in Mason today.
Yeah.
All right.
I enjoy it out here. This place is great. My parents live out here, and one day I think we'll also make our way
You're
out
right
here.
out there? Well, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you being with us.
Thank you.
All right, that's yet another one of the great businesses, one of the tents that we have here today in Mason at the Mason Roundup. Lots of stuff. That's just a couple of the ones we have. Of course, they're lined up throughout the courthouse square. Lots of great stuff going on here today. Lots of beautiful scenery here. Got people with their red, white, and blue out, celebrating America's 250th birthday as well. We had the flag raising just a few minutes ago. Going to kick off the parade here in a few more minutes. And of course, the beautifully restored Mason Courthouse is just the absolute epic of the entire area. So come on in and be with going live on the parade in just a few more minutes. And then, of course, don't forget lots of activities throughout the entire afternoon here in Mason. Tracy Pitcox for KNELtv in Mason, Texas.
Your team at Mason Bank has served our customers for decades, and we've supported Mason Puncher and Cowgirl sports. We continue to do that today and will always support our punchers. Mason Bank provides customers with convenient banking services and superior customer service, checking, savings, CDs, financing homes, ranches, home improvements loans, home equity, and auto loans, online and mobile banking. We're here to help. We love our Mason Punchers. We've made history together, so let's build the future together. At Mason Bank, we're Mason proud.
one. We're just going to talk about our sponsors. Before once the parade starts, what we were thinking, well, they come this way first. Well, that's understandable, but once it starts, we'll talk about the first. In the second round, then they come. I've done this parade for 25 years. I know how to do it. Well, I'm sure you do.
Tell me when. Well, good morning, everybody. We are in Mason, and we are here at the parade, getting ready for the parade this morning. Tracy Pickox and Jimmy Ford with you. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you?
Good morning, Tracy. Doing fine.
Good, good. We want to thank our sponsors for being with us here today.
May's Barntique. It's a new clothing store on the Mason Square that offers a great selection of new men's, women's, and children's clothing. They also have a lot of stuff in there like trinkets on the wall for sale. Also, GG Convenience Store.
GG Convenience Store. They're located on Highway 87 North. All of your automotive needs, they'll take care of that, as well as they'll take care of great, and we mean great hamburgers and chicken. They've got great food there at GG Convenience Store. That's located on Highway 87 North.
All right. Hook and Bee Taxidermy. They craft world-class mounts to preserve your trophy. Proud supporters of the Mason Youth and Sports programs, they're here for your legacy. Visit them more at the info on the Hook and Bee's website.
Also, imagine transforming your Texas ranch into a masterpiece. Well, Lone Star Ranch Construction specializes in just that. From land clearing to rock crushing, cedar mulching to lake construction, we turn acres into art. Call 830-370-6943. That's also, you can take a look at their website. That's hillcountrylandandtreeservice.com. Sculpting Texas 1 acre at a time.
And Nasta's Plumbing can't mend a broken heart, or maybe he can, but he can mend pipes. Serving Mason in the Northwest Hill Country for over 30 years, from new construction to repairs. We've got you covered at Nasta's Plumbing. We fix it very well. Give them a call at 512-801-0438.
Also, Syntex Generators. When the power fails, Syntex Generators prevails. Syntex Generators has installed over 800 systems in the Hill Country. Now, when you need power, that's Syntex Generators, and you can call them at 832-722-5689.
Dayton Air Solutions has given you comfort, and it's their commitment to do that. They also are your local Goodman A-Plus Platinum dealer. Quality air conditioning and dependable service. Give them a call at 347-1913 today. Experience comfort like never before.
And everyone needs a store that they can rely upon. And, of course, Mason Building Supply, a longtime advertiser and sponsor with us here at KNEL. They're your hometown general store, offering more than just hardware. From boots and clothing to fencing, lumber, and U-Hauls, they have it all. Mason Building Supply, more than just building materials. That's Mason Building Supply, and we appreciate them being with us here today. Of course, we've already had a chance to talk to some of the folks that are on the Courthouse Square in Mason, being a part of the Mason Roundup, and a lot of activities going on. A lot of people set up around the Mason Square, Jimmy.
Boy, it's one of the bigger vendor lists that I've seen in a long time. I know you've been doing this a long time, but there's like 80 vendors.
That's awesome. Yes, great, and they have all sort of different things here today, from anything to baked goods. They, of course, saw a group of people have T-shirts and different things like that, and so there's a lot of stuff here for you to come and take a look at. Even some kettle popcorn. Smell the kettle popcorn?
It's good.
It is good. It smells great out there, and lemonade right across from us. We do want to thank the folks here at the bank. At the Mason Bank, they're allowing us to be in front of their business today.
And they're our title sponsor. You know, they've been with us doing everything. I appreciate them.
Tom's a great guy, great friend, and been around for a long time. And we're right across the street from us is Fresh Squeezed Lemonade. Now, what can you beat that on the courthouse square but fresh squeezed lemonade here today, right?
I had one. I still got a part of it, and it is good.
It is good. And they have some food trucks that are in as well. And folks who remember Mi Pueblo Mexican restaurant in Brady, well, La Katrina, which is their food vendor truck, is also set up right here by us on KNEL, and so glad to see them here as well. And then just all sort of great stuff. There's some snowballs down there, some snow cones that are right down the road, and a lot of great things that are set up here for you to come and enjoy and spend the day looking at.
And you know, we could just let the camera keep running, and the parade's probably about 5 minutes away before it starts. So if you want to take a break, we'll take a break and let the people see what's going on. And it ought to be any minute now that they start, right?
Yeah, we should be coming around pretty soon, actually. So we appreciate everyone being with us here at KNEL, giving you an opportunity to watch the parade if you couldn't be here today. We thank you for tuning in with us on KNEL TV. We appreciate that very much, and we'll be back with you in a few minutes. And once again, good morning. We are back here, of course, in Mason, on the Mason Courthouse Square. It is Mason Roundup weekend, and the parade just getting underway. Underway a few minutes ago, and it's just getting around to us at this particular time. And invite you to stick around with us as we'll be looking at all the participants in the parade today. And, of course, definitely right to start out, Jimmy, with our flag bearers today.
That's float number 1. The parade bearers. We are honored to have George Brandes and Chip Edmondson again this year to be our flag bearers for the 61st, Tracy, Roundup and Rodeo Parade.
Nothing like a great American flag and the Texas flag there together. And what a great way to start the parade. Of course, our Mason Volunteer Fire Department is following them, and Mason Volunteer Fire Department following the American flag and also our Texas flag as well. What a great way to start the parade today here in Mason, Texas.
All right.
They have a couple of vehicles here, actually. They have one of their, I guess that's a six-wheeler, you call that, with one of their fire rescue units, and of course followed by some of the Mason Volunteer Fire Department trucks. What is a parade without a fire truck? And we have a few of those in the parade today to kind of kick our parade off. So always good.
They all look pretty new.
Yeah, they do. They do. And it's kind of neat to see the kids waving and participating as well in the parade. And they've got their sirens going too. Mason Volunteer Fire Department not only helping locally, but they also help other local counties as well. I know most recently they've been in Brady on a few occasions the last few weeks, helping out with some situations over there. So we appreciate the folks at the Mason Volunteer Fire Department.
Them and the Hex Fire Department saved our house from burning up out there.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I mean, it was right to my fence when they got it stopped.
Following that?
Yeah, we got number 6 is the Boca Volunteer Fire Department. And, you know, they participate in most of the wildfires, too. So.
Following that is the 452nd District Attorney, Tanya Allsweed. Tanya Allsweed is in an old Jeep. Looks like an old Army Jeep.
That is an old Jeep.
Yeah, an old Army Jeep. And of course, she is the district attorney for the 452nd Judicial District, and we appreciate Tanya being in the parade today.
All right, float number 8, the organization is Mason High School. Mason High School, the 2026 Mason High School football team right here is what we're going to get to see play this year.
Good-looking kids there. Looks like it's going to be a good-looking team for those folks as well. So the Mason Punchers. You want to thank the folks at Mays Barntique. Mays is a new clothing store on the Mason Square, offering a great selection of new men's, women's, and children's clothing at Mays Barntique.
And she is the ag teacher for Mason High School.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're gone doing a national contest somewhere today. All right, float number 8B is the Ranger Motorbikes. Hayes and Judson Martinez, and I don't see them there.
Looks like the Mason VFW post up next. Mason VFW, they've got some of their veterans here from the Mason VFW, and they are in the parade. So good to have the Mason VFW group in the parade today. Up next, Llano. This is the Llano Open Pro Rodeo. And, of course, that's held on the first Friday and Saturday in the month of June. And they have Llano royalty on the parade. They have Miss Llano and her court that's on the parade. Red, white, and blue. Freedom 250 years on there. Entry number 12.
Here we go.
There we go.
Category is car or truck. Marcus Montel, 1985 Trans Am KITT from Knight Rider, Tracy.
And we have the Honest Vets up next. Doctors Andy and Kelsey Duarte are excited to be serving their home community and their animals. Contact them for all of your pet needs. And they have a very nice unit here with the with the honest vets there.
Hey, here's your classic right here. It's Riata Service Organization is proudly celebrating 75 years of service to the community. Major projects for betterment of their community include supporting Mason Frontier Clinic, Heritage Park, and the beautification of the square.
Up next, we have Fort Mason's 175th anniversary. The Mason County Historical Society welcomes the Old Texas Frontier Historical Association. You can visit authentic frontier camps at the Historical Museum in Fort Mason today from 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock.
All right, float number 16 is out of town. Everidge is, what does that say there?
Everidge is Calliope.
Yeah.
The Calliope is a long-time tradition in all of our local parades. I remember IG Everidge going way out of town to buy that Calliope probably 40 years ago, and it's still playing today.
Here comes your 34 Garage, third-generation mechanic, serving Mason with trusted automotive ATV and UTV repair, offering quality maintenance, diagnostics, repairs, and accessories to keep you on the road or the trail.
We have the Doss Volunteer Fire Department, which is up next. Now, the Doss Volunteer Fire Department has their big fish fry the Saturday before Labor Day every single year, so be sure and come and visit the folks in Doss, Texas.
All right, Cooper's Tax Service. Please come see Dory Cooper at Cooper's Tax Service for all your tax and bookkeeping needs. She's located at 610 Fort McKevitt here in Mason.
Very nice float that they have with red, white, and blue, and a lot of folks wearing some Star cowboy hats as well. We want to thank the folks at GG Convenience Store, Highway 87 North in Brady, as being one of our sponsors. All of your automotive needs can be taken care of, as well as great, and we mean those great hamburgers and chicken at GG's Convenience Stores.
And Hook and Bee Taxidermy, they craft world-class mounts to preserve your trophies. Proud supporters of the Mason Youth and Sports, we're here for your legacy. Hey, if you want to see some nice work, boy, you can go in there and Eric does really great stuff.
Imagine transforming your Texas ranch into a masterpiece. Well, Lone Star Ranch Construction specializes in just that. From land clearing to rock crushing, cedar mulching to lake construction, we turn acres into art. You can call 830-370-6943 or online at hillcountrylandandtreeservice.com. Sculpting Texas, one ranch at a time.
Hey, how about if you need any plumbing help? You can't mend a broken heart, but Anastas Plumbing can mend pipes. Serving Mason in the Northwest Hill Country for over 30 years. From new construction to repairs, we've got you covered. Anastas Plumbing fixes it very well. 512-801-0438.
And up next, Jimmy, we have a little bit of Jurassic Park. Unearth a story at the library at the Mason County M. Bevan Eckert Memorial Library with books, movies, events, and so much more. You know, there's tons of awesome things to do at the library. And they're passing out some,
Candy.
looks like Dum-Dum candy suckers. Remember those?
You know, when you was a kid, that was the best thing about the parade.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got float number 21 is the Commercial Bank. Save the date. The Commercial Bank is celebrating 125 years.
That's awesome. 125 years. And up next, all the way from the fine folks at Stonewall, we have the Stonewall Peach Jamboree. And they have a vehicle from McLean Ford that's pulling their float, and their float is what you would expect, a big peach on the back of it with the Stonewall Court. The Stonewall Peach Jamboree is coming up on June the 17th through the 19th, and they have, what would you expect, but peaches on their float. And coming up next, we have, this is from Big Country Equipment. Now, this is Big Country Equipment's heavy haul truck and New Holland tractor. That's a fine-looking tractor there, isn't it?
You know, those New Hollands or something else.
Mm-hmm. Very nice tractor. Well, Mitchell, we want to thank the folks at Syntex Generators. When power fails, Syntex Generators prevails. Syntex Generators has installed over 800 systems in the Hill Country. When you need power, that's Syntex Generators, 832-722-5689.
And let me plug them in a little bit. I had my 13,000 watt over there to get a bunch of repairs, and this guy works on them too. So if you need any generators worked on, give Syntex a call.
Up next, we have Nacho and Lisa Ramirez. They want to thank you for all of your support and all your business throughout their 14 years of business. That's Nacho's Cafe. They have an interesting float. They have a band on their float, and they're playing a little Tejano music there for the folks. And performing, Nacho's Cafe. It says, Muchas gracias at Nacho's Cafe. Best fajitas in town, Nacho's Cafe.
All right, we got the Central Texas Electric Co-op bridge. Central Texas Electric Co-op bucket truck.
Another one of our fine sponsors here is Mason Building Supply. Don't forget, Mason Building Supply is your hometown general store offering more than just hardware. From boots and clothing to fencing, lumber, and U-Hauls, they have it all. Mason Building Supply, more than just building materials, and one of our longtime sponsors.
And here's another one of our sponsors, Mason Bank. They celebrate 122 years of serving Mason. Wishing everybody a happy 250th birthday. Riding board is Captain Brittany, UH-60 Blackhawk pilot, Texas National Guard.
They're throwing out cowboy boot koozies. I think that's cute. Up next, we have the Gillespie County Fair. Now, the Gillespie County Fair is celebrating their 138th County Fair. They're encouraging everyone to visit them July the 18th and 19th, August the 15th and 16th, and, of course, 138th Gillespie County Fair, August the 27th through the 30th.
Okay, here we go. A truck called Billy Bingo. Billy Bingo, Goat Bingo, presented by the Mason County Soil and Water Conservation District, follows the parade on Moody Street by the Odeon. $10 tickets win cash prizes. You do not have to be present to win.
We have Alan and Darla Giacobbe that are in the parade, and they have a very nice vehicle in the parade here today. Very nice red sports car with the top down.
66 or 68 Corvette.
Whoa, very nice. Very nice. Up next, we have Gray Electric. Gray Electric is the premier electrical contractor for Mason County. Don't be a DIY Bob. Trust Gray's Electric.
All right. Boy, folks, if you haven't got here yet, you need to run down, drop the TV, and get down here and check this out. All right, coming up next is the Mason High School Girls Softball. Mason High School Girls Softball, joined by the 10U Cowgirl Softball team, district and regional champions, state qualifiers. Congratulations, girls, on an outstanding season.
And coming up next, of course, we have our 2026 Texas 10U West Region Champs.
That's the girls team that was at Longview last weekend, playing for the state championship. As well as we had a couple of youth boys teams there.
And they have got, they're all decked out in their cowgirl purple, and they look very nice in the float today.
All right, the next one coming up is representing Napa at Bubba's, Vance Lemberg with a high-rise pickup truck.
Now, you'd have to have a ladder to get in that pickup truck. How would you get in that truck?
I don't know. I couldn't get in it. They must have a ladder or something inside there.
There has to be, because that's, I bet it's, what is that, 4 foot off the ground at least? Maybe more.
Oh, that's
5 foot?
The tires are 5 foot.
Well, that's a good point there. It's a tall one. Up next, we have the Cat Track Construction, Levi Munsell. Cat Track Construction has been proudly serving Mason County residents for 20 years.
And at Bubba's Auto Parts, you can get brakes, batteries. Bubba's Auto Parts has you covered. Quality parts, friendly service, great prices, locally owned and operated. Bubba's Auto Parts.
Up next, we have Accurate Leak and Line Hill Country. Proud to serve the community of Mason with all of their plumbing needs. 25 years in business. They're licensed and assured. Accurate Leak and Line. They fix pipes, it says.
And I bet they do. All right, Color Me Rodeo. This book supports Unbound Now, a nonprofit that is in the fight to stop human trafficking.
And I also saw that they are set up in front of the Chamber of Commerce today, and they're selling those coloring books in front of the Mason Chamber of Commerce. So if you want to get one of those, you can stop by the Mason Chamber of Commerce and get those. Also, don't forget, up next is Mason Auto Parts. You can stop by 1111 Fort McCavitt for a little Napa know-how. And we have a nice Scottsdale truck there from Napa. Looks like it's been fully restored and very nice-looking truck.
Okay, 50th class reunion, graduating class of 1976. And there's quite a few of them sitting
There
up
is. We're just looking. There's probably, 20 of them that are there from the class? Something like that. So that's good to see that many people that are celebrating their 50th class reunion from 1976. Got the James River Ice House. James River Ice House is your local watering hole with ice-cold beer and the best smash burgers in town. Now, they're open Fridays and Saturdays at James River Ice House in Mason.
All right, Heart of Texas Propane, where service and integrity are first. Heart of Texas Propane.
And up next, we have Almost a Ranch Kennels. Almost a Ranch Kennels proudly raises registered standard poodles, St. Bernards, and Labrador Retriever puppies. We give them a warm Mason County roundup welcome for Almost a Kennels in Mason. They have a vehicle completely wrapped with some pretty good-looking puppies on the side of their vehicle.
Good-looking van right
Yeah.
there. All right, the Mason 4-H Club, traveling to the heart of the jungle with Mason 4-H and FFA. As they celebrate youth leadership, agriculture, education, community involvement, and personal growth.
And those kids are having a good time inside the trailer there. They are using their very large water guns and shooting the crowd there with water. From Frontera Healthcare today, Frontera Healthcare Network proudly provides quality medical and behavioral health care, serving Mason families with compassionate care close to home. That's Frontera Healthcare.
And that's a completely redone 72 Chevy, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice vehicle.
All right, what we got here? Fredonia Peanut Company. Fredonia Peanut Company and Hill Country Grange proudly serve Texas Hill Country farmers and ranchers for over 45 years. With feed, seed, fertilizer, and honey supplies, give them a call at Fredonia Peanut Company and Hill Country Grange.
Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, including Mays Barntique, new clothing store on the Mason Square, offering a great selection of new men's, women's, and children's clothing at Mays Barntique.
Okay, Elite Roofing Systems offer free inspections, free estimates for all your roofing needs. Give Elite Roofing a call.
Got Greater Texas Solar up next. Harness the sunshine to power your world or your car. These Teslas are all powered by the sun, thanks to Greater Texas Solar.
That's pretty cool. All right, a tunnel cruise. Tunnel guy Ethan is rolling through in his classic 1951 Studebaker. It's behind a little bit. Studebaker Puncher Mobile. Give him a big Mason welcome. Go Punchers.
Also, want to thank another one of our fine sponsors for being with us today, and that is GG Convenience Store on Highway 87 North. All of your automotive needs, as well as great, and we mean great hamburgers and chicken. If you're hungry, you can always stop by GG's Convenience Store, get some gas, as well as some great food as well.
And they have
GG
all your
Convenience
automotive stuff in there if you need oil, antifreeze, stuff like that. Great place to stop and eat.
They'll take care of you. And up next, we have the Mason Lions Club. The Mason Lions Club gives vision screening to our children, along with needed eyeglasses. And the Mason Lions Club, a long-standing tradition organization here in Mason, and they're pitching out popsicles.
You know, and we see the little puncher wagon right here with all the Mason puncher stuff. This
Yeah.
guy does one of the best things that they have. He sets up the tunnel they run through and,
Oh, wow.
and does a lot of different things. Great man right there.
And coming up next, we have Mason Cheer. Welcome Mason Junior High School Spirit Squad cheering on our teams and rallying the community in this year's athletic events. They're so excited to pack the new and improved Puncher Dome with Puncher Purple Pride. And they look like they're having a good time up there celebrating Mason Punchers.
All right.
It's a little difficult to cheers on a trailer as it's moving down the road, don't you think? Could you do that?
You know, I couldn't do that, but you know, these younger people can do a lot of stuff that we can't do.
I couldn't do it if it was standing still, much less rolling.
All right, here comes Will McCann in his Fire Engine Red 1988 Tiffany Classic. Last time.
That's a car, isn't it?
That is
That is a car. And up next, we have Hill Country Veterinarian Hospital, and they have got a nice little train here, a little 3-car train for Hill Country Mini Express, it says, for Hill Country Veterinarian Hospital in Mason, Texas.
All right, Outlaw Ranch Horse LLC. Outlaw Ranch Horses is a cow horse operation located right here in Mason. We bring pride to ourselves on bringing you the best quality of horses and ranch work.
I want to thank our folks, sponsors at Hookin' Bee Taxidermy, offering world-class mounts to preserve your trophy. Proud supporters of Mason Youth and Sports. We're here for your legacy at Hookin' Bee Taxidermy as well.
Yeah, imagine transforming your Texas ranch into a masterpiece, because that's what Lone Star Construction specializes in. From land clearing to rock crushing, cedar mulching to lake construction, we turn acres into art. Call them at 830-370-6943 or online at hillcountrylandandtreeservice.com. Sculpting Texas, 1 acre at a time.
You know, a long-time tradition here in Mason is actually going through the parade twice. So we have gone through it once, but now we're going through it a second time, Jimmy.
Well, it gives the kids a little bit more opportunity to get candy.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
I mean, they need all the candy they can get.
And also you have to be careful when you go through the first time, if you're throwing candy, that you don't throw all your candy away the first round, because you got to save some for the second round, right?
That is absolutely right. Tracy, you were over there in looking at the vendors and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of great vendors on the square. We had a chance to talk to a few of them, and there's a lot of neat things. If there's typical vendor food, it's always good to get some of that vendor food, and everything from, as we were talking a few minutes ago, the kettle popcorn smelled wonderful, and they have all sort of different food set up. I know they got some hamburgers and some things like that as well. And as a matter of fact, John Paul is eating something. John Paul, I don't know if you can join us or not. John, can you tell the folks what you are eating? What are you eating?
Fried Oreo.
Fried Oreos. Have you ever had a fried Oreo, Jimmy?
Never had one.
Okay, tell us, how's a fried Oreo?
It's pretty delicious. It's an Oreo deep fried pancake batter.
Mm-hmm.
So, never had one. This is my first time. Might be hooked. I don't know yet. I'll find out here in a little bit.
He'll find out if he's hooked a little bit later, he says.
Well, I was wondering if you broke bread with the bread making lady.
I'm going to go back and get some of her stuff because it looked wonderful. She's from Junction, and she had some great looking stuff out there too. So just kind of give you a little bit of a commentary here. We got the fire department. She's coming through again one more time. Tanya Allsweet, our district attorney, coming up there. And I don't think we actually talked too much about this.
You know, they're gonna give that away with a raffle, and I believe it's gonna be at that big hunters thing that we do right here in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can get a hold of the chamber to get tickets if you want to win that real nice little ATV. It's a nice one.
You could use that on the golf course or on the ranch or wherever, couldn't you? Just about. It's a serious little vehicle there.
Run around town in it if you put tags on it.
Well, that's true. That's true. They sometimes run around town with them even without tags on them, don't they?
You know, they do here in Mason. I just want to, our VFW, I mean, these are guys, women and men that's been in the service. They served our country well, and I just thank them for doing what they did.
Do a great job. Of course, Llano Rodeo, as we mentioned, Llano Rodeo is the first Friday and Saturday in June, and their float is very nice. I like the saddles on the float. It's very nice there.
Here's the old kit car from what's his name's Knight Rider.
Knight Rider, that's right. Yes. Very nice. And up next, Honest Vets coming back and making its second round with us. I didn't notice the bubble machine the first round, but they've got a bubble. And that's another thing. I guess if they make 2 rounds, you notice the things you missed the first time. They got a bubble machine going on here today as well. Dr. Andy Duarte and Dr. Kelsey Duarte with Honest Vets.
Hey, this is a 66 GTO that's just driving by, and I've been in that car. Man, I tell you what, it's got the 400 engine in it, and it's got a shift kit in it for an automatic, where they shift themselves out. It was one of them muscle cars back in the day.
Back in the day. Want to mention that you can't mend a broken heart, but Anastas Plumbing can mend pipes. Serving Mason and Northwest Hill Country for over 30 years, from new construction to repairs, we've got you covered. Nessa's Plumbing, we fix very well. 512-801-0438.
You know, and if you do run out of power, Syntex generators is what you want to see. When the power fails, Syntex prevails. Syntex generators have installed over 800 systems here in the Hill Country. So when you need power, give them a call at 832-722-5689.
Fort Mason's 175th anniversary, July the 11th, 2026, presented by the Mason Historical Society. A very nice float there. And our average Calliope following that, playing out some parade tunes for you this morning.
Hey, so when did they come out with these things?
You know, a long time ago, I remember Mr. Everidge and Susan, his daughter, going and getting that, I bet, 40 years ago, and it was, you know.
Old then.
Old then, yes. 34-degree automotive, no, 34 garage. I'm sorry, 34 garage automotive and ATV repair there.
And here comes our local Doss Fire Department. Remember, they had their fish fry Saturday before Labor Day.
And up next, we have one of the tax services. We actually have Cooper's Tax Service in Mason and also in Comfort, Texas.
And, you know, nowadays you do need a good tax person.
That's very true. Very true.
I think this is a pretty cool little float. And
this is from the library.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. The M. Bevan Eckert Memorial Library, and they're kind of doing the Jurassic Park theme this year. And the Unearth a Story summer reading at your library, June the 1st through July the 31st. You got some library patrons on the float. Plus, it's all done in dinosaurs and the Jurassic Park sense.
Pretty cool looking.
Mm-hmm. Commercial Bank, of course, celebrating their 125th anniversary. And they're asking you to save the date for the 125th anniversary party at the Commercial Bank, October the 2nd, 2026. And they're telling us that more details will be provided.
Hey, you know, this is one of the neater, nicer looking little floats from Stonewall here, the Peach Jamboree, and kind of makes you want a peach, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. They've got 4 of their Queen's Court contestants and participants there, including the Queen, of course, for the Stonewall Peach Jamboree. Now, that's June the 17th through the 19th every year.
And here comes another one of them cool little ATV things they make nowadays.
Mm-hmm. This is a Commander Can-Am.
Yep.
Plus a New Holland.
And he's got the air conditioner blowing cold.
Yeah, 120 plus Workmaster.
Here's an older Peterbilt 379. They got it looking pretty shiny.
Mm-hmm.
What a grill guard on it.
Yeah, that's the truth. And up next, Nacho's Cafe. I gotta give them kudos. They've really done a good job on their float today. They've got a Tejano band in the back of their float performing, and they have been playing, I guess, ever since the parade started, and doing a good job. They look like they're having a good time. Oh, now they're going to do a little dancing.
Nacho himself.
And up next, we have a CTEC here with one of their vehicles, and they're decked out also in red, white, and blue.
And I want to thank Tom giving us a little canopy here to stand under, and even though it's cloudy and we might not have needed it.
Very
Mason
nice.
Bank, 122 years of patronage.
Also, we want to thank the folks at Dayton Air Solutions, one of our sponsors. You can trust Dayton Air Solutions, your local Goodman and Plus Platinum dealer. Quality air conditioning and dependable service. Call 325-347-1913 today. Experience comfort like never before at Dayton Air Solutions.
So I was told by the chamber girl the other day that, we used to do those jackass races here.
Here, yeah, I remember.
But ODOT, we hold up the highway too long, and they kind of didn't want those to happen anymore here.
And sometimes they would get out there and not move for, 15 minutes. So,
well, I bet you've seen some wrecks, too.
Some wrecks. Gillespie County Fair 2026 Queens Court is in the parade today, and good to have the Gillespie County Fair contestants here. They always have a great fair every year in August.
And a real pretty, I'm going to say 66 to 68 red Corvette.
Mm-hmm. And up next, we have Gray Electric. Gray Electric has their, looks like they won a prize. I'm not sure what it is, Jimmy, but they won something. They're holding their trophy there that they won. So they have a nice float here. It says, "Oh no, DIY Bob is at it again." So,
well, I haven't seen any more trophies.
I haven't
yet,
either.
so
That's the first one I've seen out there.
That's a good sign.
That is, yeah. And of course, the 10U West Region champs again with us.
And we were down in Longview last week at that state championship, and some of the towns that were in it wasn't really the local town. They had 4 or 5 towns together that made up their all-stars, and we were a little weak in that tournament. But they made a good showing, and making it was the incredible thing.
Yeah.
Our little boys, 9 and 10-year-old baseball team, had to win 5 games in a row Sunday to advance there, and they did it.
Pretty amazing. We have Mason Auto Parts, your Napa dealer locally, and as we were talking about, they have their very tall truck here today.
I bet it's 6'6" or so to the running board thing there.
It probably is. That's a tall truck.
Now,
It doesn't come down, does it? Looks like it's got hydraulics on it or something. I don't know.
But you were at the monster truck thing.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
They were all about like that.
They were a bunch of them like that. You're right. Cat Track Construction, brushwork, ponds, road construction. Contact Levi Munsell there. They've got a vehicle in the parade.
And Bubba's Auto Parts again here in Mason, Texas. 325-347-5268 or 325-347-2732.
Also from Accurate Leak and Line. They're your plumbing experts for the Hill Country, they say. Trenchless plumbing technology. Slab leak specialist as well at Accurate Leak and Line.
Trenchless, that's interesting.
That is interesting, yeah. How do they do that?
All right. Good looking at, but I'm out of my numbers. 36. See who they're representing real quick.
Also mentioned the folks at Napa Auto Parts here with us in the parade. And the 50-year class reunion, 1976 class reunion, celebrating their 50 years. And they have a nice float here.
Well, if Rochelle had one, I'd be on it.
You'd be on that
one. I graduated in 76, too.
James River Ice House is up next. Now, James River Ice House is open every Friday and Saturday, inviting you out to check them out at James River Ice House.
What a beautiful little Bronco there. And Heart of Texas Propane, for all your propane needs, you want to give them a call at 325-313-0884. Heart of Texas Propane.
Also mention another one of our sponsors, that's Mason Building Supply, their hometown general store. Mason Building Supply offering more than just hardware. From boots and clothing to fencing, lumber, and U-Hauls, they have it all. Mason Building Supply, more than just building materials. That's Mason Building Supply, of course, proudly a sponsor of our KNEL morning program each and every day.
You know, and it really is a hometown general store.
They got everything.
They do.
They got everything. Frontera Healthcare Network, of course, they have locations all over the area, including in Brady at Frontera Healthcare. We're located, if you're just joining us today, we're at Mason, at the Mason Parade. Lots of stuff going on here today in Mason, but the Mason Parade kind of kicking everything off this morning.
All right, Fredonia Peanut Company and Hill Country Grains. Out in Fredonia, they really appreciate the annual Appreciation Day for the hunters and everything.
Following that is the Greater Texas Solar. As they mentioned, they've got 3 vehicles in the parade, and all these vehicles are powered by solar energy, powered by the sun.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Solar today, brighter tomorrow, they say. It's going to be a good day in Mason. You still have plenty of time if you're out in the outlying areas to come and participate after the parade is over. The arts and crafts vendors and different vendors around the courthouse square will be open and be taking care of you. They also have a lot of games for the kids. If you want to come enjoy some of the games for the kids, they've got those for you. Kind of really something for everybody here today. And, of course, don't forget about the businesses. Mason Square full of businesses. And a lot of great businesses for you to come in and join and visit and look around at as well, too.
And coming on in here is the Major Punchers supporting, I don't know what you call those little things.
I don't either.
They told me they get about 50 miles a gallon on gas.
We may need to buy one of those.
We need one in the Vines Club right here.
Yes. Always doing a great job with glasses for kids is one of their big projects that they've done for many, many years. And so appreciate the folks at Mason Lions Club. And we got some cheerleaders coming up next. What's a parade without cheerleaders, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is the Mason Junior High group,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I like this little train.
Pretty
You need to
cool.
get you one of those and haul us around in it.
Pretty cool, though. Isn't it?
It may take you a while to get anywhere, but anyway, so.
Well, he probably has it in low.
He probably does. Hill Country Mini Express. He only has one passenger, though, you know? He needs to pick him up a few more.
That's brought to you by the Hill Country Veterinarian Hospital here in Mason, Texas.
That's great.
Look at the little bumblebee.
Oh, that's cute as it can be. Little bumblebee there with daisies. Daisies on her horse. What is a parade without horses? You have to have horses at a parade, don't you?
You definitely have to have horses at a parade.
Yes. Kind of finishing up with a little four-wheeler and then a Jeep.
That's a little more modern than they go back. That might have been like one of them 48s or something.
Yeah.
Really Jeeps that the
Jeeps.
military used.
Mm-hmm.
The other one, not this one.
Yeah. So very, very cute. Very, very cute here today. So really nice parade here today. And very nice events. Also, we want to mention those people that are sponsoring us here today. We want to thank the folks at Mays Bar Antique, also Gigi's Convenience Store, Hook and Bee Taxidermy as well, also Lone Star Construction, Anastas Plumbing, Centex Generators, and also Dayton Air Solutions for all being part of all of our parade action here today. We've had a wonderful time. It's a great parade. Went through a couple of rounds on the parade, which is always a neat thing to do here in Mason. And I want to thank all the folks that came here. There's still plenty of opportunity for you to come and spend your time with us here in Mason, and that's what we'd love for you to do. There's lots of arts and crafts vendors throughout the entire square and lots of activities going on all day long, and a great crowd, Jimmy, a great crowd here today.
Huge
as
crowd.
well.
Huge crowd.
And we want folks to come and spend their time with us in Mason, and a mighty good parade as well.
Yeah, it was. It was, man, what we have about 60?
Probably
close to
so.
60 floats. And I would invite everybody to get here, and there's too many good things to eat and drink.
There is. So anyway, we appreciate you all being with us very much. Hope that you have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you back again later. Thanks.